Distinguished Noble, since you have been working very tirelessly, I might add, regarding the certification process for those who would like to become certified instructors in our system of learning, I have just one question for you and maybe a follow-up. And the question is generally this. What do you expect out of those who will be studying to be certified inside of our venue regarding being a certified instructor? What do you expect in terms of their abilities and also what you expect them to do in their performances?
Islam.
Islam.
The first expectation is that the individual must like children. That's the first expectation. I expect all candidates for instruction to be willing to study and to learn the history of the Moors, to learn the history of education, and actually the first phase of training will be on the background and history of education in the foreign venue, as well as the background and history of education for the Moors and particularly for the Amexem-Moor-Empire. The second phase of the training will consist of what is known in the foreign venue as pedagogy, learning how do children learn and what phases they go through as they grow and mature and progress in life, so that you're able to teach them on levels that they are mature enough to be able to handle.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in that second phase, you will be instructed, led, directed on how to teach. And the final phase is what is known in the foreign venue as student teaching, where you actually are demonstrating, modeling, and then being observed on actual lessons.
I have one follow-up question, and primarily it's going to be regarding the inculcation of the ink road process into our system of learning. I knew that would get a smile out of you. uh, how important is it, and why have you decided it's the best way for us to go?
The ink road process speaks to our second phase of training, which includes learning how children learn. In the foreign venue, they have something called multiple intelligences and differentiated instruction, which means basically what is the best way for the child to learn, and understanding that all learners don't learn the best way to get the best results. The ink road process is an ancient process of instruction and learning that was used in what most would know as Timbuktu, where there was a process to guarantee that all learners learn. It included modeling, or the instructor showing the students what they wanted to learn. It included oral recitation, where for those that were challenged with learning or that it might take them a little longer to learn, they have the opportunity to hear over and over and over again what it is that they need to be learning. For those that don't take as long, it's practice for them in perfecting or reaching the level of mastery in what it is that they are learning. One of the other aspects of the ink road process is writing. There is a connection between our muscles and our brain. So writing out the lessons helps to connect it physically to the brain. And one of the last phases of the ink road process is communing with nature as you're doing your studying and your learning. Not necessarily always being in the confines of a building, but being out in the universe, because we are a part of the universe or the omniverse.
All right. Well, I thank you for all that you've done and all that you do. I just have one more question for you. I promise not to leave you alone. The question is basically the process itself. It's 3 phases. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. And when is it going to be available for us to make available to the masses as one?
Our first training regiment class is scheduled to begin
within next month or so?
Yes, within the next month
so
or so.
within the next 30 Earth days, more or less?
Yes.
Alright, so if that's in fact actual, um, is it going to be, would they have to be in Agade-Medina for the training, or are they able to have it online as well? How's it
No,
work?
this training is done online. A part of the training will include making a trip to our capital city so that there can be an exam, or as you would say, a test. But the entire course will be conducted online.
Will there be an intensive in the capital city, or just one exam?
This will be an intensive because there will be a review before the exam to guarantee that those that are taking the exam will be successful in passing the exam.
Distinguished Noble, I thank you very much for your excellent efforts. Uh, it was easy to do particular things in this jurisdiction. The development of the Amexem-Moor-Empire imperial government structure, our psycho-socio-economic structure is one thing, but the maintenance thereof, very hard to do, and that rests entirely on your shoulders. We need folks who are well taught, well trained from their youth up to make sure that we have competency to take care of everything that we need to do as a nation on our own terms. And so, for your excellent efforts on behalf of the entire Amexem-Moor-Empire National Collective, I give thanks unto you. And with that, I say peace and love, and Islam.
Islam.